The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork, pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
You thought that was funny.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
You were laughing like a hyena when he said it.
98.
What the hell is wrong with you?
KUPD.
Again in Los Angeles over there at, Trojans, the USC Stadium, the Coliseum. That'll be awesome. So, finally.
They're still staying with it. That they're saying it's going to happen.
Look, who
so
knows?
far,
Brady, nobody knows anything about this stuff. We'll find it
it's
out.
going to happen.
We're going to get, what do we have to give away today? Do you have a thing on there? Find out what we've got.
We should have happy ending tickets.
I have $126,000 to hand out if you guys are interested.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been running a little league.
Nice.
And I didn't realize I'm in the wrong. We're all in the wrong business.
It's big business.
Did you see the guy that embezzled money from the Little League in Cave Creek?
Yeah.
$126,000. How much money is in Little League?
A lot.
It used to be like $30 a kid. You get a shirt and pants and hat.
Buttermaker
You
didn't
still
make
get
that.
that.
Kind of cash.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah. You stole all the money, Buttermaker. All right, Ahmed, that's just my business. It's ridiculous, but $126,000 from Cactus Foothills Little League in Cave. The dude says his name. What's his name? Scott Steiner. He needs to be outed. Scott Steiner is the dude who swiped $126,000, and the other parents are like, "That's just terrible, disgusting. No way you can justify it. Just disgusting. No, you can't justify that. Little League has $126,000.
He earned that money.
Little League shouldn't have over $100,000 at all. It should be. This is what it costs to get. Like, you're not paying the coaches, right? Who's getting paid? Where's the $126,000 coming
League
from?
fees.
Okay,
And,
so you got
the cost
Brady,
of
let's get
field
through it.
rental. I don't know.
You got 10 kids. Let's say it's $100 a kid.
Yeah.
Right? Or 10 teams. 10 kids per team. So $100.
You'll
So it's $1,000 a team. So max out there. I'm going to max it out. I'm going to add $15,000, $20,000 from just the fees you get from the kids.
That's
right
a
off the
dream
bat.
scenario you're asking.
Then you got to pay for the jerseys. Let's say they're all loaned to you. Like
Yeah, but those are usually paid for who's ever sponsoring
the sponsor
the business.
benevolent sponsor kicks in and buys puts in the $300 it costs to build those terrible shirts. Falcon Plumbing, Web Plumbing Services. We had some terrible, the Printery. We had a few bad ones in Mesa Southwestern Little League. So and it's 2021. So I'm even going to say, let's say each kid is $200, and we've got $40,000 in the kitty. Yeah. How in the world, after all expenses, do you have $126,000 stolen?
Because you're talking about, you're talking 10 teams.
Okay.
You're talking about 200 teams.
In Cave Creek Little League?
Yeah, because you have the different
I can't imagine
age divisions. I bet you there's a lot of teams.
That's a lot.
You got boys, girls.
And
they
you
might
got
have
T-ball.
co-ed.
Okay, but still. So you got six different leagues, six
You
different
travel
teams
around.
per.
They play other.
You're still
You
struggling.
don't travel in Little League, but
No, yeah, Little League's
right.
the cheap
you
one.
do have different age
Okay,
brackets.
so let's say because you had minors, T-ball, minors, majors, 13.
I bet there's
It's five, right?
there's 50, 60 teams.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Easy.
50, 60 teams, and each is 1,000.
No,
Yeah.
it's more than
Okay,
that.
each is
Is it-
2. You're still at 100, and that's maxing
say
out.
$3,000 a team.
$3,000 per team for
Yeah.
what?
Easy.
That's before you expense anything.
When Alex was in, it was I want to say about $140
Cruddy Little League
for
Little League's
and
the
there
cheap
were,
poor
there were
person one.
There were 14 kids on his team.
But that's the
There were
cheap
5
poor.
kids on the bench
That's
all the time.
ridiculous.
And then
it's-
if you want to, maybe I don't know if buying the team uniforms. I'm sure there's a deal.
Well, that's
where
the
you go-
sponsor.
We
The
didn't have to buy.
sponsor
We
does.
didn't have to buy.
Sponsor
All we
pays
got
up.
was a shirt.
See, that's what
he
you're
had
talking
to
about.
buy his own pants.
Maybe
and
he was
glove and all that.
taking sponsor money.
You're talking about, but the sponsors just give you enough for this. Though, yeah, you can print it, and then they pay for the printing of the shirt.
No, he's right. It's taking sponsor money. Sponsors give him money.
Insane because Little League's the dirty cheap one.
Because that's what he embezzled, John.
I
Think
know.
about how much more money is there.
That's what I'm asking.
Operate.
The wrong business.
Yeah,
if you got $126,000 to steal,
right?
I'm still trying to get the $126 for Cave Creek's Little League fund,
right?
And I'm stretching.
What is that Field of Dreams originally over there on Elliott?
Right.
It's now some kind of megaplex, and they're building another one.
But you got to pay for.
Biz.
Yeah, you got to pay for. But that's to me.
That's for club ball.
That's the thing.
Little League ball is different. Like we played at Quail Run.
Right.
And Quail Run is for Little League. It was built by the city
it's
for
the
Little League.
Dumpy bad one.
That's the Red Mountain Little
League stinks now. It's for the poor people. The club leagues are for the ones who are like they're paying top dollar, and that's why there's such a disparity between Little League and these club teams. It's because Little League is for the kids who can't afford to be in the club.
Seniors is dying is because when you get out of Little League, you go to club ball.
Well, you can play club ball from the time you're 6.
Oh, of
My
course,
friend's kid's in club ball at age 6. He's traveling to Yuma.
Oh, I know.
California.
And that's becoming bigger. But Little League is still kind of a big deal.
Oh, it's a big deal.
Because that's when you can play with the that are from your own school, from your own neighborhood and all that. Club ball is a little different.
You play with
club ball's the next level.
14 kids, there's 5, 6 bad ones on the team.
You play with the Carols. I'll explain. We had a kid on our team named Carol. We teased him because his name was Carol. He would often have to be told the glove's on the wrong hand. Everybody has to play. And every time Carol had that, he was lupus. He was the lupus of our team. He was lupus. Everybody's got a lupus. Little League is loaded with lupus.
Pressure's on the kid that bats in front of Carol. Because he can't leave 2 outs.
Right.
Because Carol's coming up.
But you're talking club. The lupi, as I call them, and now that's all Little League is the lupis, because they can't play club ball. You have to try out for club ball and actually.
But Carol and lupi have $140. They can play for 2 years in Little League.
Right, that's my point. Little League is loaded with the bad
and you're
kids.
forgetting we did fundraisers the whole time during Little League.
The candy fundraisers?
No. Like at the game, like on opening day, you'd have like the parents would go around. Like the big one was it was a bucket full of liquor. That you put you buy raffle tickets and you put them in there for that one.
Nice. We did nothing. All the money went to rainbow gum and snow cones. That was just to stock the thing, and then you'd pay an umpire like $8.
Now it
rotates.
Now
they bring the snow cone truck out, and the snow cone truck gives you
half of that.
Gives you half of that money for being out there on opening day.
Or 10%, whatever.
I mean, I agree with you.
It's insane to try to find that.
$126,000 means that he's probably got 3 times that money to work with.
How in the world did they not notice? I just can't. I need to.
But it's not in one chunk, right?
I'm getting involved.
It was over a couple of years.
I don't know. I'm getting involved, and I'm cutting back on Little League. There's no way it needs to have this kind of money available. There's no.
I can believe what they spend.
I know, because you say things like that. But if somebody came in and said, "I'm going to tighten the britches here," this is ridiculous. Your kids are all lupuses. If they weren't, they'd be playing club ball. Little League's for the poor, bad players. It's no longer the thing where kids grow from Little League. Little League World Series is the only time you see good players, and that's who they dominate.
That's what we want. We've got a history in this state of going to the World Series.
None go to the World Series. They go to San Bernardino and get killed by a California team. There's been 2
years ago, Chandler won it.
Chandler's been in it once. They're no big deal. Trust me. And those club kids come over to Little League and boost that thing, by the way.
Of course they do.
They don't play full Little League.
They're still of age.
Little League is for the lupuses.
I think you think about one day. I mean, for example, like the flag football on the one field I've seen over at
the
Gilbert,
NFL play 60.
There are 20 teams going in the first session. I mean, at least
of all age
all
brackets.
Leagues. I mean,
in each hour, starting from 8 a.m. until about 3.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. $126,000 this guy swiped, and it's all because they're icing you. The parents need to step up and go, I'm not giving you $200 for my kid to get a cruddy T-shirt and a hat to play Little League. If it was a club thing, you got something. Those kids
ours had Red Sox on it. Had the Little League patch.
But it's the patch comes with it.
And a number?
Yeah, I know. Listen to you. It's a $200 shirt. Come on.
It's a $140 shirt.
You know that when your kid was serious, you had to get him out of Little League.
Yes.
And get him into the clubs.
Yes.
Because Little League's for the kids who can't play.
Him. Yeah.
Little League's for the kids who can't play. It is.
No.
Yes, it is.
It's for, like you said, we had...
It's 8 weeks for the kids who just want to be bored.
Of Alex's 14 kids on his team, 9 of them played club ball.
Right, they go on to club ball.
And are still playing. But I'm saying that they play Little League because they can all play together.
It's
when you get to club ball, it becomes more selective.
The real kids want to play that.
Mm-hmm. The club balls where the real money is.
That's where the real money is, because that's where the real players are. Little League is for the kids for 8 weeks to kind of get a tryout, and then you're looking at
exact same thing goes on in club ball, though, because
sure, club ball makes sense. They call it a business. They come in and they go, "You're going to pay for this one."
Rich parents have $1,200 that they can pay for a month of club ball,
right,
for a kid who can't play.
Oh yeah, they'll take the money.
You'll get a few of them. They're not going to play. The difference is Little League is
they
like
don't play, but they still.
Right.
But those parents start throwing their
Little
money around.
League is the one everybody plays. The Lupuses get to play
everyone
3
plays
innings.
in Little League.
Club ball, you're like, your kid's not good enough. He's
but I think what Rich is saying also
140.
is the rouge on the club ball sometimes is not a higher level as some of the Little League.
When
you're taking the money.
When you first join club ball, you're on the, hey, we just started a new 14
You parents,
team.
listen to this. High five again. Bam. They're defending spending all this money when they could have stepped in and said, "What in the hell's going on? That we get $300,000 worth of stolen
I would much rather have the
stuff."
Little League model and pay $140 for him to have a season there and play 14 games
Tops. It ends in June. Like it goes from that like March
it ends
to
in May
June.
here.
Yeah, they get it out because your precious angel started to pass out.
With club ball, you got to drive them everywhere too, right?
Oh.
Yes.
So all over the state, huh?
Well, not mostly all over out in Glendale. When
Toledo's fired up about this. He came in running like an Adderall. Yeah, bottom line is, and I'll stand by this: Little League's for the kids who can't play.
Bottom line is, call Dr. Lynn.
Yeah. Bottom line is, you don't need to deal with this. But yeah, it's for the kids who are like club ball came in and said, "This is for the real players. Put your kid in Little League for a little bit. That shouldn't have that much money." And that dude's stealing it. Unreal.
Then you find out there's multiple World Series.
Oh, there's
Little
tons of them.
League World Series.
There's the one that's sponsored. There's the one
like
that's
26 of them.
Yeah, it's crazy. Again, though, you like your kids too much. If they're like, "It's $1,200 for me to play," you better show me something. Like if you paid that kind of money to get Alex in there to play club ball, if it was $1,200, that kid wasn't quitting in my time. He's going to go out there and throw softball. Eat his pitches. He's going to every practice.
Well, and club ball's
paying
the
you
one
back.
where
Or he's kicking in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Club ball's the one where you're talking about you get more than the crappy shirt because it's $1,200 dues, and then you have a $600 uniform package that you have to buy.
That's why I'm saying Little League's kind of a stinky
helmet
thing.
and 3 different
So
jerseys.
you're in about 2 G's.
Yeah.
By the time it's all done.
For the season that he played, it was almost $3,500.
But Little League, they'll give you bats. You get the
doesn't
community.
give you bats.
No. They have bats for the team.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You get the helmets. Everybody shares.
Yeah.
It's not it's the poor kids one.
The only thing that bummed me out is Kirby just didn't find a good dance team because I wanted to spend some money on that.
See, I played Little League.
Crush them.
Had they had the other thing, I played Little League, and I realized what it was about 3. I'm like, oh, this is there's no club league when I played. Or my parents weren't going to spend $1,000 to. You get Little League, you're good, you're fine. Year-round spending, you're getting fleeced, you guys.
That's the other thing is you are getting fleeced. The only time that club league shut down here is June to September.
They're saying like $30,000 a kid when you get into some of those.
This is worth it all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Will you bitch slap Toledo? How difficult is it from bitch slapping him when Soy Boy argues with you with that high-pitched voice like a woman and sand in her vagina? You're right. I didn't even hear it, but you're right. Soy Boy. Yeah, Rich. They just come out of left field for you. I think it's hilarious. I'm sorry I enjoy that too much. They want to hit him for no reason because he's got to, say about the Little League thing. Anyway, I just stolen it. $126,000 sitting around. I'm like, we're not. And plus, nobody noticed it was missing, so it was just sitting in a pile. They're not using it.
It's because he's the ones with the keys.
Well, that's my point.
Yeah.
You'd think if you had $126,000 to take that they needed it, but everybody's like, "Where's the money?" No, I don't know. Let's get him out there. Throw the ball at Lupus. Your glove's on the wrong hand, idiot. Yeah, we had Lupus. We had Carol. Ugh. And then Garth was the other kid that had to play 3 innings a game. And we knew we were in trouble. Like, if the coach put Garth in the wrong time in Little League, that's why the club leagues are so much better. No Garths. Garth stood out there, and you're like, God, just don't hit it to him. And then, God forbid, Garth had to bat in a close game. Like,
there's a Garth on every club team as well, but they're not on the elite teams because those.
Could you drop your voice a little bit, lady?
Tryouts.
Just speak like a man when you talk to me.
I was just before that mandate, more or less, that everyone had to play 3 innings. It wasn't that way. We had
to play.
But you were, you always had 1 or 2 or 3 people on the team that weren't good.
The worst.
Wait a minute. Scott Steiner, the old pro wrestler, he's running a Little League now?
That's right. Steiner, he's the heel in Little League. It's crazy. They got pictures of the dude up. He's just swiping stuff. I didn't think Cave Creek had more than like 20 kids in it anyway. It's like a retirement community. I didn't know that they had people out there.
John, the Lupus League you're talking about is National Youth Sports.
Is that it?
They take everyone.
Is that the one? I know the league's kind of turned into that. There's a couple of them that are
I don't know that NYS does baseball, though.
Probably
They
can't
do
afford
soccer.
it.
Yeah.
Because you get $3 from each kid. It's not worth it. They go wear their glove on the wrong hand. All it is just the thing to drop your kids off at after a while. It's great stuff.
Preach, John. I'm the one that had to coach. Why? Because I was volunteered by all the single moms because my son had a dad.
Yeah, that's another problem. The coaches are the dads, and those that go, you can't find any of those in Little League. That's all. They're all coaching club ball. They're the ones who stuck around. Anyway, that's too much money for Little League. Guy can steal $126K. God, I'd be all over that. If you found $126,000 in Little League, you thought you found a treasure. There's no way they've collected that much money. Sold candy bars for $1. Where's it coming from? And I know, Falcon Plumbing didn't throw in $20K. They were just like, how much does it cost? $100 for that? Okay. We get a picture at the end of the year of the team on our wall? Sure.
But just a reminder, everyone, it's cash only
right.
for this
always,
league.
Always.
And you're thinking it's just the money from the players. It's not, because in Red Mountain, they sell like the banner ads on the wall and stuff like that. So that's that money, too. And that's what this guy said.
I had one in the Chandler Little League. Porkopolis in the outfield.
Michael
that
says,
worked out.
Yeah.
My ex was the treasurer of Red Mountain Little League back in the day, and at one point, after one weekends of games, we had $70,000 in the house.
What's going on? That's a lot of snow cones. Wow. I got to start getting into Little League because I'll take it all. I will rob from those things. That guy was right.
This guy's brilliant.
He is. You know how much money? Nobody's ever said that. Dude, you know how much money's in Little League? How'd you get the mid-engine Corvette there? Oh, yeah.
His people know.
Italians Wow, the president of Little League got the new mid-engine 21. Looks
new
good.
commish.
I think we're doing pretty good. Hit the ball, Timmy. Anyway, Little League at $126K stolen. And Toledo, all soy boy fired up about it. Yeah, bitch slapping with that high-pitched woman voice. Sand in your vagina. Might as well have started crying and having a period right there. That guy said. I wasn't even upset at him, and then that guy wrote me, and I'm like, yeah. We got Rock Wars coming up in a little bit, and calm Toledo down. Get him a Shardy or something and have him settle. It's 98K UPD. Don't steal.
Big, red, and badass.
It's the natural way radio should be.
98 UPD.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.